Alright, we're gonna try again. We're gonna try a different team this time because there's no way that I could have gotten the violet stuff to work without warping. So I'd have to break a structure, and then I don't know. This Hearthvelger actually has the stuff, the sauce, that I intend to give to my Hearthvelger. I'll show you in a minute. But I don't think Nagi would have worked out too well here. That would have been the play, but then also because Shez warps, a really good placement by the way, keeps him in the back away from Gale Force stuff, but also breakable block, which is what I'm targeting. I should be able to get up there and take him out, but really good placement otherwise. Yeah, this is a pretty good defense, I'm not gonna lie. Sticking it in the corner, good play, trap placements, I like them, very good. The only opening, which is what I'm going to target, is the breakable block there. If that wasn't there, then, well, the ice would have been there because it's Robin, but I'd still be able to do the same thing. The only thing he could have done is probably place them on the other side, but then, again, breakable block, so probably changing the unit that's in that position, maybe put, but then where would he put, it's a tough decision to make. I don't know how Winter Edelgard does into Hearthvelger, so that's going to be interesting to see. But then, yeah, this is kind of the configuration that I wanted to go with as well. I think this is the better configuration for this season, for Chaos season. You want a bulky front line. The problem with a bulky front line, though, is that it limits you in terms of who are your range units going to be. You're going to need a really good one just to cover for, initiating and taking out units that your frontliners can't, for follow-up, pretty much. And I think this Shez, this legendary Shez, as much as I hate him, he's a good choice for that because of how his weapon works, the fact that he can warp in after someone survives. I think that's a really good, him partner with Ike, who has the Silica Ring. I think that's a really good pairing. For defense at least. Otherwise, I'm not like a really big fan of him. This Hearthvelger here, he has the potence. So I want to do this. I really want to do this because I think it's her best B skill. The problem is, Marnie, jeez, this is gonna be pain. The problem is, I've just realized that the only unit that I have potent on to fodder chain is Rearmed Lucina, and I only have one copy of her left. I don't know what I'm going to do about this Ike either. Ike is the reason that I chose this team because I don't have any other team that would have been able to deal with this Ike and also deal with Shez in terms of range and using. I have the Sita team, but Sita typically doesn't take him out, and he does substantial damage to her without Tavis, and she's not running Tavis. So, ooh, I get that. Okay, that is good.
Suggestions?
But I'm pretty sure that trap's real because, I mean, why not? Why wouldn't it be? Taking her out is actually, ooh. Okay, so we're balling. Taking out Hathorn actually puts me in a really good position because she's gonna make it a lot more difficult to maneuver around this team if she sticks around because of the healing and the flat damage reduction that she offers. So. But I know that trap is real, man. it's what I would do if I were going to build a defense like this. So we're going to have to take Shez here, and I think we're going to see what we can do with Hearthvelger. So I don't think we'll have enough damage.
Who's next?
Nice. Okay, we got this as a one-shot. Edelgard will have to take on Marnie. Should be okay, because Marnie won't outspeed, I don't think.
What now?
This is real. 100% sure. I'm sure this is real. So we're not going to be able to attack here. I'm just hoping that the follow-up will allow me to do damage. So I don't think we got anyone else. I wanted to leave Ike for last so that I could lock him, and then we can run around and get the pots and close it out that way. But if I'm taking 2 attacks to take out Hathorn, then Marnie. Maybe I should do this. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what happens here.
I see.
Okay. Okay, how much is this?
What now?
1. Okay, that's a miracle.
I'll handle it.
Ooh. But I think that trap in front of Ike is also real, so I don't want to do that.
I see.
Do I do this, or do I...
Let us bless them.
I have to lock Ike, because Ike will take out Edelgard. That's definitely a thing that will happen. So I have to lock Ike with Baby Golvig here. And then...
I see.
I don't think it's worth it to attack Ather currently. Or is it? I don't know. I really don't know. She'll heal. I don't know. We have enough turns. It's just the first turn. And also, I don't know who... if I'm gonna be able to get a bonus kill with...
What now?
Tana. Because the units are so bulky.
All right.
So that's also something that I'm thinking about. But I don't know, man.
This is challenging.
Anyways, what was I saying before? I was saying, man, what was I saying? Jeez. Oh, right. I was complaining about my fodder problem. So currently, Rearmed Lucina has Potent, and I only have 1 copy of her. Now that sounds pretty reasonable for what it's worth. The follow-up, or the real problem, the real issue is that she also has momentum. So I have no idea when momentum is going to get reran, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be anytime soon. Maybe they drop it, let's say around January, February. So I don't think there's going to be any more Rearmed Lucinas for a while. I've already taken the ones from the codes, so I'm pretty much just stuck here. So my choices are Potent or Momentum. It's not good. It's not a good... Picking between the two of those is not fun. Because both of those are really good and really rare fodder that I don't think we're going to be getting a ton of anytime. I think maybe we definitely are due to get someone that has Potent, because it's only been on 2 banners so far, and Labu's friend has been on 3. So we definitely are due to get Potent on someone. I was hoping it would have been on the new Heroes banner that we just got, but unfortunately no. But definitely someone is going to get Potent. Don't know who. But it's the weights, and I don't like that weight. And then also, it means that I have to fodder that unit before I can fodder the thing that I want to do, which... And by then, Hearthvelger will no longer be bonus, because we're not getting another seasonal or new Heroes banner until December, and she's only bonus for the month of November. So it's gonna be like amount of time to test it out, because again, as I said, I don't think I'm going to use her outside of her bonus season. So far, she really hasn't offered very much utility for me, so I don't think that's going to continue, or her use is going to continue outside of her bonus season. Edelgard should be fine here. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's going to continue outside of her bonus season. So I really wanted to do it for this season or for this month, but the choice between Momentum and Potent is a really tough one for me to make, just for a video. You know, so I don't really like that. I don't think they'll release Momentum on any units anytime soon, because the next unit that gets Momentum is going to be very powerful. I can't imagine how they put that on a unit and that unit will end up being a dud. There's no way. So I don't think we're going to get Momentum for a little bit. But Potent, I definitely think we should get Potent on someone else at some point in the near future. The waiting is bad though. But I do think I need the Potent for her. I think I'm going to need it for... It's either give it to her or build a team to counter um, save balls.
All right.
Those are my two choices, and I don't really want to build a team to counter save balls. I want to have a little bit more versatility because I was looking at my light season teams. The last two teams are pretty much the same thing. An Omni Tank plus a save, and that feels kind of mundane, feels kind of boring. It's really just Fjorm plus Tamara, and then Fjorm plus Gold Mary. And there's no difference between the teams. And then I have another team the one that I was showing last week with the 3 Omni Tanks. So not a lot of versatility there. Not a lot of difference in terms of like the play styles. So I don't know. I don't want to have to build a team specifically to deal with save balls. So that's the reason why I want to give her potent, but then I could also like give someone else potent, or I could also actually she's probably the best user of it because of the damage output. So to be fair, you really want to be giving it to her. I don't know what to do. I pulled another copy of Azura, so there's that. I could fodder something to Azura, and then I get 2 copies because I haven't used the current Azura that I currently have, but I don't know if I should choose between Momentum and Potent. It's a tough choice. I'm leaning towards giving Potent to Azura so that I can then give it to Hearthfelger, but I don't know if that's the right decision. But anyway, that's just me complaining about my fodder. It's not that serious. This match, however, has been
I'll handle it.
pretty challenging so far. I think I might have to run away here. Which is another reason why I brought this team, because it has so much mobility that it tends just to work it tends to function as a hit and run unit as well as an initiator, as a Gale Force unit. So I can do both. So I'm probably gonna have to run away here, just to get away altogether. I think that's probably the right play, since I'm not able to do the damage that I'm looking for.
A stealthy
finish.
Just gonna see if this changes. I'm breaking the flat damage reduction for the first combat, and then we'll see if the numbers change. All right, the Canto control should be fine. Should be fine. I can reposition out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
What now?
Get money down to 1. See, none of these matter because I can't lock Ike this turn, and the healing tower is just going to heal away any damage that they actually do. And no one can really stand in front of these units, and I also need the pots. So I think running away is going to be the best call for this one. I think I can get the shutdown on Marnie, so that's fine. That's one less unit that's going to swap.
on our way.
And then I think I got an idea. I'm gonna set something up, and it should work out where I get some damage on Ike.
Let us bless them.
Yeah. I don't think I have any other Fae-related topics to talk about. Okay. Well, that means we're gonna talk about anime. That's always my next fix. That's always the other thing that I have on my mind to talk about. It's either Fae or anime. Those are the only 2 things that are going on. Typically, no shows. Although I've heard positive reviews about the Penguin, but I don't know. I've like after the last TV show that they did about the Batman universe, the one where he was a little kid, and it was really more about Captain Gordon more than anyone else. It started to go in like a cartoony direction that wasn't like Batman is really supposed to be like this serious character, and it was not really. It's really about the origins from him as a kid growing up, and I wanted to see how it ended, kind of like a Smallville situation where you got to see how Superman became Superman from as a kid all the way up. So Smallville, fantastic. I think that's one of the best representation of Superman out there, aside from like there's one of the movies that I thought that was really good, or maybe you want to go all the way back to Lois and Clark, but you kids probably don't even remember the OG Lois and Clark. That was really, really good. The Adventures of Lois and Clark. But yeah, Smallville, fantastic. Really, really good. Probably like a little bit outdated now, but
I see.
still, I feel like it holds up reasonably well. And I wasn't getting the same vibe from Gotham. That's what it was called, the show, Gotham. The first couple seasons were good, but it kind of dragged on, and it kind of got a bit too cartoony, and it wasn't even a cartoon. It was supposed to be a dark drama, and I wasn't getting any drama out of it. So I was like, I kind of ended up dropping it. Kind of want to, just check back to see how it ended up, if it's even finished. I don't know if it's done, but yeah, I heard decent. Because of that, I kind of don't want to watch The Penguin because of that. But I've heard that The Penguin is good. But anyways, what I did want to mention is Pulp Fiction. I've recently rewatched just a bit of it. I think I'm going to just rewatch the whole thing because it's just so good. But that scene with Samuel L. Jackson, and he's giving out that Bible scripture, even though it's not 100% accurate. That is just one of the most, and this is cinema moments. It's so good, man. Yeah, it's one of my favorite scenes in movies of all time. I just keep replaying it in my head over and over again. I think I've even used it on this channel in like a defense replay or something. But yeah, I also watched like someone break down that whole scene and in terms of like cinematography, the lighting, the angles, the spacing.
This is challenging.
So good. Quentin Tarantino, well, I can't say it, but he's a really, really good movie director. Even though some of his stuff is a little bit, at this point, a lot of it is kind of like the same. Inglourious Bastards, there was another one, I forget.
I'll cut you down.
All of them, Reservoir Dogs, they kind of give off the same vibe. But then also there's Django, and then there's Kill Bill, so I guess there's some differences in there, but some of you know what you're getting with Quentin Tarantino. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, you kind of know what you're getting, but still, fantastic director.
Leave it to me.
I also watched something that was like really just disappointing. Blue Exorcist.
Right you are.
Wow. The first season, I was watching it and I was like, okay. Oh, this is 24 episodes for the first season. Okay, double core, that's nice. And then I got to season 2 and I realized that something was wrong. It's like, it kind of just started over, and I'm like, because at the end of season 1, you get the big fight between the kid and his dad, and ultimate climax, right? So I thought season 2 would pick up after that to see how he deals with what happens after I've defeated the big bad. Where do I go now? What do I do next? What's the relationship going to be like with me and my brother? There was a ton to explore, so I thought that's what we would get in season 2. Then I get to season 2, none of that happens. Literally none of that happens. So I watched like the first 4 episodes just to see if maybe I'm going crazy, but apparently it starts over, or it goes back in time to a specific point in season 1 before he took on the big bad and before things started going really south. I'm saying that like if you haven't watched it and you don't want spoilers, I don't know, but it's not that great. Just putting it out there, it's not that great. I don't know if they're going to get there. I've been trying to look up some stuff for it, and some people are saying you're better off just reading the manga. So I don't know, maybe not. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But it had potential, and then season 1 into season 2 just left such a sour taste in my mouth that I didn't even want to deal with it, man.
What now?
Perfect. Okay. Now can we do anything with Tana? Maybe after I swap. I really need to get a kill with Tana because If I can't get a kill with Tana, I'm probably just gonna surrender because I really want that bonus kill. It's pointless without it. Doing all of this is pointless unless I'm actually able to get a kill with Tana. We're gonna take the Ike. I leave Marnie alive just to see if maybe we can get some damage with the debuffs from the thing, the swap thing, and see how that works. Getting the kill on Ike is actually fantastic.
Leave it to me.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're taking this.
I see.
I think 2 turns. We should be good. This actually works out perfectly. Wow, I was a bit worried there. I didn't think we were gonna be able to finish this one. I thought that
A waste of my
we just
time.
wouldn't have been able to do enough damage, but it's working out, man. It's working out. Nice perseverance.
Right you are.
Yeah. All right. So okay, now this is perfect actually. Okay. All right. So yeah. So I got to season 2 of Blue Exorcist. Watched the first 4 episodes, and I was like, I feel like I've already covered this material. Let's skip ahead to season 3 just to see if something actually happens. No, let's just skip to the end of season 2. I watched the end of season 2 and I was like, okay, cool. Still not where I thought it was going to be. I was thinking that season 2 was like a flashback, but it wasn't. I was like, all right, let's kick off season 3, see what's going on there. And I got to season 3 and it still was the same thing. And I'm like, bro, what is this? What's going on? There's something wrong with the show. I've already watched all of this.
Suggestions?
I had no intention of rewatching. It's not necessarily old content. It's just that it's
This is challenging.
season 1 skipped over a lot of material.
Right you are.
I did research, but apparently season 1 skipped over a lot of material. Or actually, no, the material did not exist. So it's basically a Full Metal Alchemist, blah, 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 FMA thing, where the story got ahead of the story, so they had to make stuff up, kind of like Game of Thrones. And it ended up just being a 1 season thing. And apparently, what they're doing now is that they're actually making it how it's supposed to be
I
made.
see.
But unfortunately, I already saw the conclusion of what the story is going to be, and I don't care about rewatching. It feels like I'm just watching filler at this point. I don't care about rewatching everything that led up to the conclusion yet again. I don't feel like rewatching it, so I kind of just dropped it. This is probably one of the few animes that I've actually just dropped. I'm just not interested in the slightest. It has to be really bad for me to drop it. Like, honestly, really, really bad. The premise is so dope. I thought it was really cool, but they really messed it up in terms of like what they've put out. They could have just changed the entire thing and just said, okay, I can't unsee what I've watched in season 1, and that's the problem. I should have I didn't even think it would have been a problem. I should have checked something out before I actually started watching it, so that I could do what order do I watch this in.
Who's next?
I think it's somewhere around episode 17 that you should probably stop, and then pick up the rest. Season 1, season 2, and so on afterwards.
I see.
But I didn't do that. I thought it would have just been fine. Yeah, it's really bad, man. Yeah, really, really bad. I did take a peek into what's going on in season 4, and it's more of the same. Although the animation quality and the directing is really fantastic from the little that I've seen from season 4. They have improved a lot with the animation budget and stuff. It looks a lot better in comparison to season 1. But I have no desire to rewatch something. I can't unsee it. I've already seen the ending. It was bad. It was really bad. So I don't know, man. Unless they improved it in the manga and they're gonna change it in the anime, I'm just not gonna watch it. And Blue Exorcist was just a big skip for me. GG's.